Allow the two it's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego politico, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't the politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn rájò. Máyégún ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rájò. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rájò. Máyégún ti dé.
Hello there, brethren. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun live. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have actually read beyond just the caption of the broadcast. That is just, read beyond the caption, right? Read the description of the broadcast as well, so that you can, bring yourself into tune, or in tune with what we are going to be discussing this hour. Okay. So after reading the description of the broadcast, the next is for you to like it. Some people say that they actually like the broadcast first before anything else. Whatever works for you. But don't forget to share it as well. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. Your frenemies. I'm sorry, your frenemies. Tell them that Mayegun today, Mayegun is live. Today, the charade, the charm, as well as the continued persecution of the leader of the IPOB, indigenous people of the Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So the persecution continues, because I call it persecution. It is not even a prosecution, not even close, right? So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being persecuted for demanding for the a peaceful referendum where the people of Biafra, the Easterners in Nigeria, will decide if they still want to be part of this contraption or not. And also, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not actually, at the time, he was not just talking about the Biafrans, he was talking about the rest of the contraption, the people from other places who are victims of a rigged system like yours. So then they went on to kidnap him after the assassination attempt on his life failed. So they went on to kidnap him from Kenya, brought him back to Nigeria, then charged him for terrorism. That's what they call it, terrorism. And then they have been presenting their supposed witnesses. So we've had the witness one, the first witness, PW1 or witness AAA. We have heard that of the second witness. These are the prosecution witness. So presented by the Most Stupid Service, DSS. So the second witness called the PW2 or BBB. These two witnesses were trashed. Their supposed evidence were mere just a word of mouth that became almost nothing. Well, became nothing so far for those who have been paying attention to the supposed retrial, the persecution. Okay. So the last time that the defense counsel, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, especially the lead counsel, right, cross-examined the supposed second witness. You remember that same guy who came back to say, I don't know, I'm not aware, I didn't know that, I didn't hear that, didn't see that, no, sorry, my lord, I didn't know. And he was supposed to be the witness whose evidence will be used in convicting Nnamdi Kanu. So it became like so watery, a sham, enough that everyone in the courtroom were just laughing. Because it is not only the abuse of a legal process, right? It is actually a total abuse of a power, which Nigeria criminals are pretty much like a professional agents in that regard, right? So the third witness, they've called one. They've called a third witness today after the arrival of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court. So this third witness and the cross-examination that took place between them, I would read them back to you. Trust on that. But there are some certain things that I want to point out from what came to light in their courtroom today. So it is said that when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, drugged, unconscious until he got to Nigeria, and even when he got to Nigeria, it was, refused access to here. I don't know how to describe this probably to you. So they put a hood over his head, okay? And it wasn't just the black hood, all right? It was gagged. It was gagged under that hood, so that he wouldn't be able to actually make any sound. And the only space for him to actually access here is also so restricted. Nnamdi Kanu was locked under the what they call the solitary confinement. In that cross-examination the last time, right? The supposed witness, the DSS guy who interviewed, meaning interrogated Nnamdi Kanu when they brought him to Nigeria, right? And the guy categorically said that they locked him up in the solitary confinement for months. And according to the supposed health professionals, okay, and human rights, advocates and what have you, see, somebody must not, because solitary confinement is actually a punishment, right? And one must not be in that solitary confinement for more than 2 days. Nnamdi Kanu spends months in solitary confinement, right? That at a point for him to actually say, okay, so what they are saying, and for these guys who are like psychologically like torturing him and the rest, right? For him to probably enjoy a bit of leniency, right? He had to give them what they wanted. So they were asking him to implicate himself and do all of that. You know what I mean? And if he didn't, he would remain in solitary confinement for as long as this individual was interested. So all of that came to light in their courtroom today. It got so bad enough that they restricted here access to Nnamdi Kanu, that the first day they brought him back from Kenya, it was so bad that he was actually bleeding from his own nose. So all of this came to light in their court today. The torture, the psychological torture, the denial, the threats, and all that. Therefore, everything they said they have on record of Nnamdi Kanu will be ruled as being obtained under threats, intimidation, and duress. So now to know if they are going to be admissible in their court or not, so the judge had to ask Nnamdi Kanu one personally, like, is this true? Like, is it true that they subjected you to all of this? In which Nnamdi Kanu affirmed, yes, my lord, and then described. The judge had to give him a pen and paper to describe what it was before they obtained those supposed statements from him. So that's what we're going to deal with this evening. I almost call it off tonight, but it's just going to pile up, okay? So I'm not going to be taking calls later this evening, but I shall, as usual, give you something worth your time. So let's go to that court in that contraption today, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came for that is sham trial. I call it sham trial because it's not a real trial. Trust me, it's not. There we go.
People should come out. Mandela, in a block. When I get one problem now. Can I pass, please? And then wait.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Okay.
DK. Now let's go into that courtroom, okay? And as usual, let me read back to you the supposed transcription of the cross-examination of the third prosecution witness, Witness CCC. So what transpired? How did it go? Now let's go through that quickly. So, like I told you earlier, right? The interrogation per se. Like today's cross-examination is to further look into what they are presenting as evidence. I'm talking about the Dokwe Stupid Service, DSS, what they have as evidence of Nnamdi Kanu involvement in terrorism as the charges read. Initially, they charged him, they dropped that one though. Initially, they charged him for treason, that he was trying to break up Nigeria. So, treasonable felony. And they dropped that because, like, there's no single proof of him doing anything wrong. It's all trumped up sham trial, so to say. Okay? So they dropped that. Now they are charging him for terrorism. So they brought all these fakeless witnesses. And from their responses, you know, you get to know that the entire thing is just a show. Unfortunately, right? People's lives are also involved. You know what I mean? So let's go into that their courtroom. So said the prosecution lawyer asking the prosecution witness some questions. It's called the cross-examination in their words, right? So call that witness, witness Mr. CCC, his male, a DSS officer, who said that he's been working for the DSS, or he's been working as a DSS operative for 27 years, right? And he said he knows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So the whole thing started from 9 a.m. this morning. Now, prosecution witness CCC rather, witness CCC, said he knows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody knows Nnamdi Kanu. So now the prosecution lawyer, right? Yeah, it's the transcription now. Okay, so the prosecution lawyer asked, "Can you please tell the court who you are and if you know the defendant?" So, Mr. CCC, or the witness, "I work with the SSS. I worked for 27 years. I've worked for 27 years. I know the defendant is the leader of the founder, so he's the leader and founder of the IPOB. He said a terrorist organization. He founded Radio Biafra. He used to invite violence to the public." That's what the witness said. Like choreographed, of course. Say that, okay, just say it. Now it's only when it comes to them to prove it. That is where you begin to hear the Bulaba, blue, Bala blue, and all that, right? Anyway, so he continued. He said, "My first encounter with him was in 2015 when I was asked to interrogate him after his arrest. I invited him with 3 other officers for interview. I told him his interview was going to be recorded and he agreed. He agreed to be recorded and also wrote down a statement himself. The interview was conducted on October 21st, and written interview was on the 23rd of October in 2015. So the prosecution team now present the video interview and written statements of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the witness for identification, and he confirmed both. So the prosecution lawyer asked, you also told the court that the defendant made written statement, right? Right, and the prosecution, the prosecution team takes a permission to show the defendant the written statements obtained in 2015. So in that written statement and video, right, said written statements is shown. I mean, then it's shown to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, courtroom now. Is this the statements you took in 2015? They will show it to the witness. Yes, my lord. Is this the statements you wrote in 2015, defendant? So Nnamdi Kanu will look. Yes, my lord. Do you understand that scenario, right? So that's what I'm trying to paint there. So the judge, hang on. So the defense counsel now interjects. This is where the drama started now, okay? Said, my client says the said written statements was under duress. And the judge to the defense team, you mean the three statements were made under duress? With a question mark. And the judge, again, can you prove it? Otherwise, I'm going to order trial within trial. You have to prove it in specifics that your client made the statements involuntarily, under duress. So then the judge asked the defendant to give element of his involuntariness to the written statement. Asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be given a sheet of paper to write them down. His involuntariness, that means what really happened before they obtained those information from you. And Nnamdi Kanu wrote, said, I asked for my lawyer and the DSS refused. It wasn't the gentleman in the dock that interviewed me. It was one Mr. Brown. I was in dungeon and I was allowed 1 hour of airtime. But Mr. Brown threatened that if I did not write down what they wanted, the 1 hour airtime would be taken away from me. I was forced by the DSS agent to write down some words against my will. And I was bleeding from the nose at that time. So at that point, the judge turned again. What do you, now it actually turned to the prosecution now. You see, the DSS lawyer and their lawyer turned to them and he said, what do you have to say about the said involuntariness? And the prosecution lawyers replied, he was not beaten to make these statements. So the prosecution now turned to the witness and said, you also told the court the defendant made written statements. And the witness said, yes, my lord. At that point, the judge also interjected, stood up, cut in, said, there's going to be trial within trial. Meaning we need to find out what you did to him, all you did to him. Because if you obtained any form of statements, whether in a confession or whether in a statement or admittance or to anything, or if you obtain them under duress, that the supposed defendant gave those information involuntarily, like you forced it out of him, then such evidence will become useless. It cannot be admitted. So it may sound like, that sounds like the judge possibly want to do the right thing. Please don't bank on it. Okay, don't bank on it. It is the lawfare against Nnamdi Kanu, right, is wholly sponsored by the Fulani establishment in that contraption. Okay, so do not bank on it. But yeah, that's exactly what happened there, in that court. So there's no point in trying to admit or take your evidence, mister. If your evidence is obtained with force, torture, threats, intimidation, and what have you. So now they are doing what is called the trial within trial. All right. So here is what trial within trial is described as. Okay, they say a trial within trial is a legal procedure used in criminal trials particularly in jurisdictions like Nigeria, where a confessional statement, that is, a statement made by the accused admitting to a crime, is tendered as evidence, is essentially a mini trial within the main trial designed to specifically determine whether the confessional statement was made voluntarily or involuntarily. And that is how we are going to, and that's from where we're going to continue when the court resumes. So remember the last time the judge also told them that if they want to use any form of delay tactics, that this man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been subjected to, inhuman treatment. He has been locked up for far too long, and his case was deliberately, delayed because the intention is to just keep him locked up. The judge said that, and then gave this DSS 6 days in the next 2 weeks. So out of that 6 days given to them to wrap it up, or he is going to declare, or he's going to throw the case out and free Nnamdi Kanu. He actually said that. I'm going to make a ruling. If you are going to be using all this, your delay tactics, all these delay excuses and the rest of that, then, I mean, this man has been locked up for so long, enough that, unjustly, that's why I said, call it unjustly. So the guy might be like, somebody will say, oh, let's hope justice will be served. I don't think so. But we do wish that. We do. So I am going to share with you probably another update after this, okay? But for now, the court has now sort of like adjourned to another time that, okay, they want to find out if indeed Nnamdi Kanu was tortured. We know he was tortured. He was locked in the underground cells, right? And he was denied access to his own, to practice his own faith, right? He was denied access. And now there may be a chance for us to even actually get an insight into what they have subjected him to in the last 4 years as well. Mazi.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu, and the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government, to the High Commissioner, that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent situation of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the International Community for peace. The one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
So I don't know what they told you about him, but we expect them that allege the burden of proof is on them. And we all know that the man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has done nothing wrong. He has done nothing wrong. There is no any case against him. But some said that, oh man, he's done gravely wrong. So the supposed interested party in that contraption, both home and abroad, who feels like his advocacy, that is advocating for the freedom of Biafrans from Nigeria, break up the contraption and let people go their separate ways. How? That is going to be against their own supposed exploitative norm. Something that shows to us that Nnamdi Kanu is not just fighting, or should I say, the criminals in Nigeria are not just the only people fighting, the emergence of Biafra and fighting Nnamdi Kanu for that. There are other external factors too. Do you understand? So that maybe is his own sin against them. And according to Nnamdi Kanu himself, if that is a sin, if wanting a Biafra is a sin, then he is ready to die a sinner. He said it. You know what I mean? Like, if wanting a Biafra, an independent Biafra, is a sin, then he would be happy to die a sinner. So the owners of Nigeria and the rest of all those behind the scene, unseen hands, behind all of this, we are saying it to you. You are holding an innocent man. You are holding, somebody who has committed no crime for some reason, right? You dread him so much, right? Even in your own courts, you find it difficult to actually convict him. Just let him go. And we keep, raising that awareness and keep soliciting for his release as he should be. So let me tell you other things I brought for you this evening, just before we go. It is the people of Lagos. Koolu is in Lagos. And as usual, he has been adding to their own, he has been adding banza to their shege. The traffic jam, the roadblocks for Koolu and his son has triggered people's reactions like, is this even a blessing or a curse? No idea. But we'll go to the Lagos. They are doing the ECOWAS 50th anniversary. That's why it's called ECOWAS 50th anniversary, right? And the guy who scattered ECOWAS after hijacking power in Nigeria, Koolu, right, is I think he's their chairman, thereabout. So in Lagos, yesterday, hang on, they even said that the Salah is pretty much closed as well. So Koolu is in Lagos for ECOWAS and he's also there for Salah, said. Royal Father Tifnumbu, the Jaga Banditi, the Jaga Addict, right? And then, of course, in Lagos and the Lagosians, coping. I think it's called coping with Koolu's visit.
You people should not come to VI today. Oh, look at Tinubu. Tinubu has blocked everywhere. There's no traffic. See the junction here, the junction of my office. There's a police car there that has blocked here. No traffic. All the cars here are parked. Let me show you put the other window. They've blocked these people here too. Nobody is moving. This has been ongoing now for the longest. So see the convoy or police convoy. The president has shut down the flow of traffic.
Governor, they go to the house.
So the last clip is Sheyi, by the way. That's Sheyi. So everybody's in Lagos. Tinubu is in Lagos. And Salah. When is Salah again? When is your Salah? Ilea? I don't know. Pardon me, Sheyi. I barely, get to know the days for those festive periods now. I live in the UK, unfortunately. I barely know them. And say, I come on social media and I'll be like, Ilea did on Tuesday. Really? So now Tuesday be Ilea say on Tuesday. When is gonna say that one on Wednesday? And next week. I said, really? Anyway, so you're having that. So Koolu in Lagos, by the way, addressing the supposed ECOWAS. Tell me when you're bored. I can take it off.
Unite rather than divide. A region of free movement, thriving trade, and peaceful coexistence. That vision is still alive today. We thank God. We have the thinkers. We have the wise men. We have the opportunity. Today we pay tribute to all who have nurtured it, especially you, General Dr. Yakubu Gowon, GCFR, our only surviving father, and a symbol of this historic journey. I salute past and present head of state, government within the community within the community for upholding the values of integration, cooperation, and solidarity. I commend our former executive secretaries and commission presidents who have helped the leadership build the ECOWAS into a formidable force for peace, progress, stability, and love among our members. I also recognize the tireless work of ECOWAS Commission, staff and institutions. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, ECOWAS is a beacon of African unity. In overcoming colonial policies, legacies, we brought together Anglophone, Francophone, and Lesothophone nations under one vision, an achievement of global significance. Yes, our diversity is moving for our unity and stability. Our region has pioneered the free movement, expanded inter-trade, regional trade, and deepened integration through instruments like the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme and joint border posts. These measures have facilitated business, cultural exchanges and mobility across West Africa.
Nuisance Lele.
So that's a Tinubu, by the way. And I like the fact that you could tell me to take it off once you were bored. So I became bored even before you. So on the reality of today, when it comes to how are the people feeling, right now in that contraption, Koolu is more occupied, with his second-term ambition, So everybody is kind of like joining the queue. You have politicians from other political parties jumping ship. You have your social media influencers queuing and taking their turn so that they could be enlisted for Tinubu's second term. But there are others too who are saying, no, it's going to be an OTP. He can take his reform back to Lagos and use it in Lagos. Don't get me wrong, here you get. Tinubu is going to rig himself. Right? And the implosion, the Nigeria's implosion is not going to be in 2027. It's going to start from 2027. The real implosion of that contraption is going to be ahead of your 2031. Now, don't try to kind of like get me wrong, okay? So I am just making my own projection based on the available info. I'm not trying to probably join others believing that, Tinubu will be kind of like intimidated out of that place. He is a drug lord. He is a cartel lord. So you can imagine where I'm coming from. So which means, except there is a stronger force, I'm talking about stronger force than whatever Tinubu and his gang are pushing, he's going to rig himself in. All right. And it's not going to be because of your election or whatever. It's just going to need your election for validation. So the power in them is so much that they feel so powerful, right? But every now and then when I come across some of those who once swore to kill anybody who failed to support their, or who refused supported their Muslim ticket at the time. Now today, they are saying it boldly, like making themselves feel so like powerful and there, right? By saying Tinubu is going to spend just a time, like this guy. And he's so confident that, yeah, we show him. Tinubu himself is like, hi, right?
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is Comrade Muhammad Ali Ringim. I want to see this very opportunity to suggest to Nigerians to call upon His Excellency, Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to please relinquish his idea. Forget about his idea for advertising his own achievement in Nigerian administration from 2023 to 2025 at Britain, at London. It's not Britons, it's not Londonians that had voted for you, and all your achievements you have claimed is not done at Britain and United Kingdom or United States of America or France or Western Contact Group. Mr. President, I don't know why you are playing with our common senses, we Nigerians. You are playing with our intelligence. You are telling us that we are redundant, dull, dark, blind, idiot, unscrupulous, unpalatable, retrogressive people, because we are expecting you to deliver your progressive speech for what you have done during your 2 years administration, either at Kano or Kaduna or Enugu or Ibadan or Lagos or Port Harcourt, because we are the people enjoying or suffering from your administration. As such, Mr. President, you're supposed to come back to us. You're supposed to come back to us. I am suggesting you ought to come back to us. You ought to relinquish your idea. It's not British or Americans or United Kingdom people that are enjoying or suffering your administration. It is we Nigerians that we are to hear and see about your progress in 2 years. If you fail to relinquish your idea for delivering your speeches for your achievement at London and return it to Nigeria for us to see and so and witness and hear, it means that 2027 incoming general election is a nullity. We are not going to vote for APC. APC had supported us. We are expecting Nigerians to vote for SDP, Social Democratic Party. Forget about PDP. Forget about all these parties that have ruled this nation with iron hand, with bad ideas, with maladministration. You're supposed to be aware that 2027 is for another political party, either PRP or SDP. Be one. Comrade Mohammed Ali is my name. Distinguished
as a comrade. And if you didn't get all he said, right, that one is against Koolu precisely. I also saw something again as well from the same northern Nigeria. All right, I saw a cleric that is advising his fellow northerners, his fellow Islamic clerics, all right, why they need to change their way, calling non-Muslims pagans, infidels, right, according to him, has led the northern Christians to seem to trust their southern counterparts than they were ever trusted in northern Muslim. That's coming from a sheikh, you have been a sheikh. But listen, the subtitle is on the screen, okay? Use it to understand what he's saying.
Alhali mu kadai ne ba mu shirya ba. Ku sani Najeriya nan kasa uku ce ko kun ko kun so. Kasar Yaraba, kasar Inyamurai, Arewa. To Arewa yanzu wannan abin ya raba mu. Yanzu a Arewa ma mun tabbatar Kiristocin Arewa ba namu bane ba. Tunda Kiristan Kudu ya fi musulman Arewa a wajen su. Ko mu muka ja. Mu muka fito muka yi ta kamban baki. Muka yi ta kafirta mutane, muna ganin cewa za mu yi karfa musulun a suka yadda cewa ba ta tasu muke ba. To yanzu in kasar ta tashi ta wargaje, Yaraba dai sun gama shirya ba su da matsala. Lagos kasa ce a cikin kasa, sun gama shirya ba su da matsala. Inyamurai da mun so suke sun gama shiryawa, shike nan a bar mu cikin bandit din nan da masifa da talauci nan da dandazon jahilan nan da ba san ma me ake a duniya ba, da dandazon mutanen da za su shekara 6 8 suna shan wahala, ka zo ka ba su taliya guda 2 su yi zaɓe. Waɗannan jahilan dandazon waɗannan mutanen da muke tare da su, ya za ka yi da su? Wato muna da matsala, muna da matsala. iya shugabanninmu da suka mallaki arewa suka iya ɗinke arewa su Sardauna ka je ka ga wani hanya suka bi.
He's trying to be honest, and hopefully, right, people who should know will pick it up. He is right. Our people suffer. He said their people suffer so much, right? But for 4 years, only to go and collect 2 spaghetti during the election, and they will go back to that suffering for another 4 years. You know, the Yorubas are ready. They could leave Nigeria. If Nigeria breaks up tomorrow, we'll be fine. The Igbos are ready. If Nigeria breaks up tomorrow and the Igbo leaves, they will be fine. Will the Arawas be fine? That's a question of a cleric from the place. Take a look at this clown. They are called influencers in Nigeria, by the way. All right. Remember that Tinubu is said to be planning to commission 30 kilometers, which is also not really completed, by the way. 30 kilometers out of a 700 kilometers road. Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. You get that now. So Koolu is going there. He will commission that in case if you see him in another, because tomorrow is supposed to be May 29, Abi. Right. So Koolu will be there too. And there are some of these regular, your influencers in Nigeria. They call them influencers. That's a fancy word, right? Influencers. You know. When I was in Nigeria, we called them political jobbers. You get that? So I think some of you call them data boys. You have different names for them, Sha, but they call them influencers in Nigeria. Influencers who influence the people. You get that? Like, Tinubu and his gang will say they are doing fine. And then the influencers will say, oh, they are doing fine. You know, great. People like this.
Mr. President, if you finish this road here, anybody when contends against you for this 2027 election, don't worry, don't leave them for me. I will drag the person. Just finish this road. I will drag anybody that wants to contest with this man. Do you know what you have done? You have now opened businesses for the south, which includes the east. So south to southeast, according to Nigerian geopolitical zone, can now access Lagos. Uncle T, even like this right now, my whole constituency, I don't start work already. You are winning second term unopposed. Anybody when like all the other persons that don't do it before. Tinubu, if you do this, you are not just only going to be, you will not just say they remember you, you are putting your name in the sands of time in Nigeria. My president, pressy, finish this road and see what I will do for you. I will carry your campaign for head. I will carry it for head. Door to door, everywhere. Right now, I have not even started. Are you voting for my president or not?
Once this road is finished, like you said, bam.
Josh, are you voting for Mr. President for second term?
Because of this road, I'm going for my voter's card. You know already.
So you see, say I don't start work already. My men don't already. We they vote. I know say you go want to drag me. Baba, do you know what it means to travel? Mr. President?
Those are the kind of useless young people you have in that contraption. You know, the emotional intelligence, Babu, common sense, everything to them is about clouds. You know, it's about chasing the clouds and possibly chasing the crumb. You know, he said if Tinubu should come, if you finish this road like this, you finish it. And he knows, he's supposed to know that if it takes them 2 years, right, to be able to get 30 kilometers of road, which is not even true. You know, everybody is talking about 30 kilometers now, right? There is actually no 30 kilometers ready, except for the full concrete for 30 kilometers, right? And they've put on street lights to some extent too. And it's looking beautiful to the Ronukus already. So you telling them that Nazo go the commission. So if it takes them 2 years to do 30 kilometers out of 700 kilometers, how many years do you think it's going to take them to do 700 kilometers? Well, it is going to be like 20 years. So this guy and many others like him, right? They will be out. They are living in that contraption. They are they are facing the economic ruins of this Koolu. But you know something, Tinubu will pay them so well. Peanuts, no, you'll not pay them anything per se, but pay them so well enough that the same people are going to tell you that Tinubu needs to finish the work he started. It's not that hard. I've seen it before many, many times, you know. Well, that aside, Edo people, how not they cope? You and this flood.
This man doesn't have sense. So why did you not push the motor backwards?
Mona go sleep. Mona go carry bed sleep because this water no go down today. I no get swimming pool for our village. God forbid. What is dirty water? And this rain not ready stop. I just want to go out.
But rain not stop.
6 o'clock rain never stop. Hey. We for the swim. We for try but they swim. See that.
GK lo, si GK asolo, GK. Tati get to push her. It dey go, small, it dey go.
You know, so he said that there's been a devastating flood ravaging those states and so many other places, including Lagos. So last night, Tokumbo Wole shared a clip, and it was them rounding up supposed homeless people in Lagos. But take a look at the surrounding, even in the dark, the mega shitty.
Oh boy, what are you doing here? Come on, what are you doing here? You are from where? You are from where? Kaduna. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You know you're angry. Don't worry. Shigamata. Madam. Hello, come. These people were arrested. Are they working here?
Madam.
Are they working here? They are not working here. They are not working here, Abi. How do you identify your staff?
Your staff, they get.
Your staff dey inside here. Those who are outside, they are not your staff. They are not working here. Okay, thank you.
That's all.
Bring them one by one.
Bring them. That one is.
Hello, why are you crying? You are from where? Which state? Which state? Look here. What are you doing here? Which work are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I sell water.
You sell water? Which water you sell? Look, where ID card? Oh yeah, go enter Plan Maria. You go. Sell pure water. For this night?
Yeah, for
who state? Borno. Oh yeah. Koolu.
Kamuta, madam.
Hey, bring him here. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Hello, where are you here? Hello? What are you doing here? Kola. Okay. Don't worry. Just leave you. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, bring the top there. Bring the other one. You ask me. Kilo Sheleku. Mo lọ ti fi ẹlẹ. Ìbò àwọn olómú ẹ. Àwọn kotoki náà mú mi. Kotoki? Bring them one by one. Don't worry. What are you doing here?
We are just coming
from where? By now, are you working here? Do you have any identity card to identify yourself?
We are painting.
Do you have identity card to identify yourself?
Painting our country.
Don't worry now. Where is your ID card to show that you are working with the company? If you show me, I will leave you. Where is your ID card? Which company? Are you one of the staff? You are working with this company, Abi? Where is the Atlantic? As a staff?
As a staff.
Where is your ID card to show that you are working with the Atlantic?
The company we are working with. This company.
Which company?
It's after
I bet. Enter that primary first. You go explain yourself. Or you call somebody from company to come and identify you. Finish. Call someone to come and identify you from the company. Here?
They will call themselves, they will say they are one Nigerians. Yeah? They will tell themselves that Nigeria is a great country. But guess what? Nigeria is the only place where if they grab you, they will remind you that you are not from that place. It's only in Nigeria. You see, they love to lie to themselves a lot. A lot of you love to lie to yourselves. You're fake one Nigeria. Yeah? Where are you from? Where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. Where are you from? What are you doing here? I'm in my country. Any Nigeria can live anywhere, but you know that's not true. Today, you are seeing people who are reminding supposed one Nigeria, reminding you to go back to where you come from. You know, everybody day your day, you know what I mean? Everywhere you go to, they will remind you and say, well, you shouldn't be here. Say, well, it's my country now. I can be anywhere. Say, no, Benny, this one is Yoruba land, this place is Igbo land. You are not wanted, you. Get out of here. And they are all claiming to be one Nigerianist. That's what Nigeria is. But you know, a lot of people kind of take it too personal. Say, don't say that. They love you to say something nice about Nigeria. What nice thing can you say about Nigeria for real without lying? Can you say any nice thing, any real thing without lying, being honest? You know? So that inside Nigeria, I know that they deport people inside Nigeria. You understand? They deport people from Lagos back to the eastern Nigeria. Deport people from eastern Nigeria back to western Nigeria. Deport people from Lagos, deport them to Kano. Deport people from Jigawa, deport them to Kano. Deport people from Kaduna, deport them to Katsina. Deport people from Niger. Pick people from Niger, deport them to Yobe. In Nigeria, everybody in turn around you. Here you get. Again, you can only wake somebody who is sleeping. You can't wake anyone who is pretending to be sleeping. Do you understand? No, you can't. Because I don't even know if this one is sleeping or is deluded, or maybe he's actually warning you ahead. This one is the APC, a best candidate for Anambra, the guy that will face a solo dump. He met with a Koolu yesterday, and after meeting with Koolu, he pledged to take Anambra to the center. His words are not mine.
To go and bring Anambra to the center. Anambra cannot continue to be a one-party system. We need to bring Anambra to the center. He has given us charge to go and bring Anambra to the center, and that's what we're going to do.
What did you tell him?
With how prepared we were, and also he was in Anambra. He saw how ready and how charged his party people are in Anambra. He was happy about the outcome and the turnout of the people that came out to receive him. He actually thanked us for it and asked us to go and then work more and bring it back to center.
He could have given you the charge he gave you, but you looking at the work you have done, how ready are you to take Anambra?
Oh, more than
a party that is so strong. I'm talking about that.
Oh, well, we say too strong. We're the one that made the Abuja strong. I was there for as a senatorial candidate, and also I came out from Abuja. I ran joint ticket with the current governor. I was former senatorial candidate of Abuja. I ran joint ticket with the governor in this last election. So I left APOGA with all my supporters and APOGA people to join APC. And then also my deputy also came into APOGA also and then joined us from APOGA to APC. So it makes APC to be bigger. So if I'm from the south, there's Natural Candidate from the south, and my deputy is Natural Candidate from the center, and all of us have joined APC. Means nothing is left of APOGA in the state. So we're coming with that momentum. And when the president visited, he saw the enormous crowd that came to his party people that were so happy, waiting from morning till the time he left, with so much enthusiasm, with so much joy and happiness. When you see your party member, you know, and the president acknowledge that, and I gotta go and bring Anambra to center. And that's what we're going to do.
Sitting an incumbent is a tough job, I must say. Are you looking at coalitions?
Oh, that's already in place. The Labour, the YPP, other political parties have joined us in the journey. And very soon you'll be here seeing the progeny of the campees and other people that are endorsing us from our support group. We have over 80-something support groups now lining up to do endorsement to come into us. And then other parties, YPP, even APOGA people, even Labour people, and other people joining us. So the coalition also it's not the first time. In Zamfara, in Imo, other places, incumbents have lost elections. Even in Anambra too, so it's not new to us in Anambra. Incumbents in Anambra have lost election before because we, the leader, did not support them. Now the leaders are in APC. We're going to take Anambra to APC, and because we want to come back and bring our people to the center.
After the primaries in APC in Anambra State, there seems to be a problem among some of the people that contested. How have we been able to bring those people that bring people back to
our party, the National Working Committee of our great party, under the leadership of the candidate, has set up a powerful constitution committee, and they've done a great job. Not only that, even reconciling the APC members back as it is now, apart from one that left, all of us are together. And then also, apart from that, even the one that left, he only left with 2 ward chairmen. The whole other structure, organs of the party were there, and maybe 1 or 2 other people. And then also, apart from that, reconciling other people back to the party. So it's holistic and it's actually alarming. So we're making great progress. And you, the press, will be seeing the result in a few days' time. And you'll be seeing it.
So that's the guy that got the APC tickets instead of Valentine Ozigbo. Remember Valentine? Yeah, one of the supposed Peter Obi's disciples. But he couldn't take it any longer. So he joined APC, and we don't know what they promised him, only for this guy to snatch it from him. And Ozigbo started crying. Valentine Ozigbo started crying that they shortchanged him, that this guy can't win anything. He got played. Now that guy is taking Anambra to the center. That's what they used to tell themselves. Now here is another peak fooling that I picked up because I really do not understand the idea behind all of this, right? Some group of people gathered in Abuja today. I don't know if they are sponsored or they sponsored themselves. And guess what? We're protesting against Sowore. Like they were actually out protesting against Sowore. And why? They say Sowore has been spending his time criticizing Peter Obi, criticizing other oppositions when he should be, using his energy in taking Tinubu to the gutters or to the cleaners. So they staged a protest against Sowore for that. Like, what the heck, man?
To see the light of this day addressing him like this. We are here today to address the pattern of reckless rascality disguised as activism, one that has become a dangerous virus in our national life, championed by none other than Omoyele Sowore. What began as a promising voice of dissent has now descended into toxic cocktail of arrogance, misinformation, and deliberate blackmail. Sowore has transformed Sahara reporters, like we know, into tools of personal vengeance, publishing unverified, malicious story designed to enlighten, not to enlighten, but to destroy. It has become a theater of ego and vendetta rather than truth. Let's make this clear. Activism is not lawlessness. It is not abuse of digital freedom, nor a free pass to lie without consequence. This is the line Sowore has consistently crossed, times without number. He has substituted sincerity with sensationalism. His criticisms are not born out of patriotism, but of personal bitterness and a bloated sense of righteousness. He sees nothing good in Nigeria, not because there is nothing good, but because he has trained himself to only see through the lens of conflict. Sowore has made a career of malicious blackmail, targeting individuals and institutions with reckless abandon. For example, he falsely and viciously targeted Bukola Saraki, launching a barrage of scandalous accusations with no solid proof, just bias and bravadours. He even stood so low to attack Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, a woman whose global integrity in governance and finance stands as one of Nigeria's brightest lights, and what for? To feed a narrative that suits his chaos-driven relevance. He did not spare his longtime friend, Lekan Fatodu, a UK-based journalist whom he blackmailed and was arrested for. He blackmailed Peter Obi and several other political figures to the extent the title of blackmailer in chief was coined for him. Government after government have not been spared by his caustic blackmail antics. Even the international media have seen through his hubris and properly now refer to him as a global blackmailer. This is not journalism. It is not civic duty. It is pure digital terrorism in disguise. Worse still, Sowore's pattern of reckless blackmail has become a subtle programming, a dangerous re-education of Nigerian youth and young adults to hate their father's land. This is pathetic. By constantly painting Nigeria as a failed, irredeemable mess, by demonizing every attempt of leadership reform, by screaming down every other voice but his own, is planting seed of disdain and despair in the minds of non-Nigerians. This is not activism. This is indoctrination against patriotism. We therefore call for immediate investigation and prosecution of Omowole Sowore for cyber libel, willful misinformation, incitement, calculated character assassination. Enough is enough. Freedom of speech was never meant to be a weapon of social sabotage. We also urge the National Human Rights Commission, the Nigerian Union of Journalists, civil society watchdogs, media regulators to publicly distance themselves from Sowore's practices. Silence is complicity. To stay quiet while one man poisons the civic space with unchecked lies is to endorse impunity. There is
so much time on their hands there. You will pick up to think of it. So Sowore got under their skins and they had to stage a protest. I don't know who is clowning here. You get what I mean? And then you stage the protest asking Tinubu's regime to investigate Sowore and prosecute him. Like, what are you smoking, bruv? Like, what did you smoke? Because sometimes, right, about that place, some said that it is only when God is bored. You know, when God is bored, it will just be like, Gabriel, Gabriel, that's Angel Gabriel. Bring me the remote control or change this channel to Nigeria. I need something to cheer me up. It's only when God wants to, because they say God himself could wonder, say, Jubilee. That one I'm Muslim, Abi. Gabriel, like saying that the Gabriel be the Jubilee as well, right? Vice versa, it doesn't matter. So, Angel Isaac and Angel Gabriel. What not tell you, Angel Mayegun? Say, come. I don't know. I've been doing a lot. A minimal creator when I mean, create all these people too. Say now you, but it can't be like saying that the remaining sand will remain after you took some rest. They take them created Nigerians. It's unbelievable. I bet God himself will just be like, no, I don't think. I need proof that I'm the one who created these people too. Some said whenever he's bored, very bored, he will tell his handlers or his angels to change the channel to Nigeria, because that's what Nigeria is. Characters like that who could put the crowd just to come and tell us that Sowore is lying. And maybe in the midst of other problems facing that place. Nigeria is unbelievable. One, you know that they talk about AI. Every time they say AI, artificial intelligence. But do you know the megawatt of electricity you have to have for you to have a functional AI at all? 24 hours electricity. I'm talking about where they call all the animals we get hunt for head. Snails self, they come with his antenna like that. Because out of all places, here is Okpayama. They are now putting together what they call the plan to establish an AI institution in Ekiti. Ekiti at AI. AI, Ekiti. It is Nigeria only manage it.
Business of the day is the presentation of a bill standing in the name of most distinguished Senator Adaramodu Adeyemi Raphael on the Artificial Intelligence Academy Omo Ekiti State Establishment Bill 2025 SB 763. Mr. President, you may wish to invite the Clerk of the Senate to read the short title of the bill.
Distinguished Senators, Artificial Intelligence Academy Omo Ekiti State Establishment Bill 2025 SB 763, first reading.
Distinguished colleagues, Artificial Intelligence Academy Omo Ekiti State Establishment Bill 2025 SB 763, first reading taken.
Don't pass first reading. No. They want to they want to establish the AI Academy. Even though they call it artificial intelligence, okay, it may not actually be artificial intelligence. Maybe I'm the one who is overreacting as well. It may actually mean something else. AI is artificial intelligence, okay? In this regard, when it gets to Ekiti, I don't think it's going to be the same AI. So you need electricity to have your AI work, okay? Nigeria has no electricity. In fact, do you want me to shock you, right? Or a proper, what do you call it? An AI sort of like plans, like, putting together all of the supposed, components and parts to build up that, that kind of AI stuff, right? So you are going to need dependable electricity power supply. And with Nigeria that is generating 5,000 megawatts of electricity, distributing 3,000 megawatt electricity, even the AI, where they the 3,000 megawatts can be enough for it. Just kidding. I mean, like, you will need a lot of that for you to power your AI institution or so, right? But they don't have that. But they will, because to them, to these rogues, it is about mounting blocks. Oh, just mount block. AI Academy, Omo Ekiti. Congratulations, Ekiti people. We have now built you AI. You know what I mean? So that's the contraption. So it's pretty much like a joke. Some will say, is this a joke? Say, yeah, it's a joke. What do you think? Yeah. Anyway. I was going to take a break at this evening, but I decided to come and say hello. That's why I'm not using all of my time this night, okay? So thank you so much for joining me. And I'm going to see you tomorrow as well. Let everybody enjoy the rest of the evening, okay? And good night from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun dayari dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.